Welcome to the Esthetician Coach podcast, where passion meets strategy. I'm your host and esthetician coach, Amber Boone, and each week we're talking strategies, solutions, and mindset to build and attract your best life and career yet. Hi, friends. Welcome back to the Esthetician Coach podcast. I'm so glad you're here with me today. I've been getting a lot of questions lately about a trend that's making waves all over social media. Beef tallow skincare. You've probably seen it too. People slathering tallow bombs on their face or DIY recipes going viral on TikTok and Instagram. So let me be the first to say up front, I'm not here to bash anybody who loves beef tallow. If beef tallow is working for your skin, then that's between you and your beef tallow. Skincare is very personal, and all of our skin stories are very unique. But as a licensed esthetician, I want to give you a professional perspective on why beef tallow isn't something I'm personally planning on using in my skincare line. I'll also share what I do recommend and use instead, because I truly believe there are safer, more effective, and more aligned options out there for long-term skin health. What exactly is beef tallow and why is it trending right now? Beef tallow is basically rendered animal fat, usually from cows. People will melt it down, they strain it, whip it into a balm or a cream. It's an old school ingredient that was once used in soaps and traditional remedies, and it's really making a comeback. But why is it making a comeback? People are craving back to basics skincare. People are craving more natural skincare, and I definitely see that in the skincare world. You know, as an esthetician, I see people shifting more towards natural alternatives and wanting to put more natural products on their skin. And so beef tallow feels very natural to some people and DIY friendly, and that's okay. Social media has glamorized the idea, though, that if it's natural, it must be safe and effective. And that's not always the case. But to be fair, tallow is rich in fatty acids, and it does provide an occlusive protective layer on the skin. And that's why some people swear it's helping their dryness or their irritation. And I get the appeal. It sounds simple. And when I first heard about it, I was intrigued. And for certain skin types, it may not cause any issues. And that's, for a lot of skincare products. But here's the catch. Natural doesn't always mean it's ideal for your skin health. And let me break down why I don't personally recommend beef tallow as a skincare solution. So it's comedogenic risk. Animal fats like tallow can clog pores for many people. So if you're acne prone or oily or you're having congestion, putting something that heavy and occlusive on your skin can definitely backfire. Our skin barrier thrives on a balanced mix of fatty acids. Plant oils often provide that balance, and tallow can be problematic for certain skin types. It doesn't mimic the skin's natural sebum the way something like jojoba oil does. Because tallow is an animal fat, it can go rancid or it can oxidize faster than some plant-based options. So without the proper preservation and lab testing, you run the risk of bacterial contamination, which is not something you want on your skin or ever, really. But not everyone wants animal-derived skincare. It's not vegan, it's not sustainable at scale, and for some clients, it just doesn't align with their values. For me personally, I just can't stand the thought of rubbing beef fat on my face. I do not want to rub it on my face, no matter how much somebody tells me it's good for it or it could be good for it. I don't want any part of that. The smell, the beef part fat of it, I can't get past that, guys. I'm sorry. There simply isn't the same body of research that backs up tallow as there is for proven plant-based ingredients. And yes, it's natural, but that doesn't automatically make it the best choice. And that's even for other natural ingredients. Just because it's natural, it doesn't mean it's the best choice for you or the best choice for skin. So you really have to study these ingredients that you're putting together and their effects on the skin. So while some people may tolerate it, my job as an esthetician, a formulator, is to think about long term skin health, safety, and those results. And for me, tallow doesn't check all of those boxes. And that's just my personal opinion. The truth is, we have so many amazing natural options that are skin friendly, they're safe, and they're going to be effective for you to use. Jojoba oil, it's one of my favorites, and I use it in all of my skincare, my scalp care. But it's my number one favorite because it's the closest match to our skin's natural sebum. It balances without clogging the pores. Shea butter and mango butter is probably my favorite. Rich, nourishing, and stable. They're going to lock in that moisture beautifully without those same comedogenic risks. Calendula infused oils. Calendula is one of my favorite herbs to use in herbal tea and to also use on the skin, and it's great for a healthy scalp as well. But it's amazing for calming inflammation and supporting skin healing. Chamomile, rose, lavender, they are soothing botanicals, herbs that provide both skin and emotional benefits. And those modern clean actives, things like niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, ceramides, which can be combined with natural oils to give even more benefits. And what I love about plant based formulations and why I've incorporated them into Skin Soul Rituals is that they're multidimensional. You're not just putting a single fat on your skin, you're creating a synergy of nourishment, antioxidants, and therapeutic properties. And that's the heart of my philosophy with Skin Soul Rituals. Natural doesn't have to mean basic, it can be elevated, thoughtful, and truly effective if you do your research and know what you're adding into those products and know their results and their effectiveness. Now, let me just pause here and say if you're someone who loves tallow and your skin is thriving, that's okay. You don't have to stop if it's working for you. Obviously, you don't have to listen to me. But if you've tried it and you've noticed more breakouts, irritation, or it just doesn't feel right to you, you are not alone. It's not a one size fits all solution. And that's why education really matters here. When you understand your skin's needs, you can make empowered, informed choices. And that might look like swapping tallow for jojoba oil or using a facial serum that's been carefully formulated to support your barrier without clogging your pores. The bottom line is your skin deserves more than just the latest trend. Everybody's does. It deserves ingredients and rituals that are tested, safe, and they're in alignment with your body. So to wrap this up, beef tallow is having its moment, of course. But as a licensed esthetician, as a formulator now, it's not something I'll be personally using or formulating in my skincare line. Instead, I'm going to continue leaning into plant based ingredients, those herbal infusions that are tried and true and studied, and clean actives that I know deliver results safely and consistently. And if this conversation has you curious about what I do formulate with, I invite you to go over and check out my line, Skin Soul Rituals. Every product is designed to nourish not just your skin, but your whole self, because skincare can be both effective and soulful. And I am working on a few more products I'm hoping to release in October, but they're still in testing phases. So I like to test for a really long time and make sure everything is perfect by the time I'm putting it out for sale for you guys, because I don't want there to be any issues with it whatsoever. So it may be a little bit longer than October, but there are some things that I am working on behind the scenes that I'm super excited to share with you. Right now, I have my facial oil, which is my gua sha oil. I love it. And then my scalp oil. So both are amazing. Both are plant-based. They're made with jojoba oil. And I also have a calming roll-on, the Anchor roll-on, and it's also made with jojoba oil and plant-based ingredients. So go check those things out and stay tuned. You can subscribe to my email so that you can stay up to date on skincare launches and other product launches that I'm going to be launching this fall and next early winter. If you love this episode, please take a moment, share it, leave a review. Thanks so much for being here with me today. Go check out skinsoulrituals.com. I'll put the links below so that you can see what I'm talking about. And, DM me or comment on my Instagram or Facebook. Let me know about what you think about beef tallow. Are you using it in your skincare line? Are you using it for your clients? I'm definitely curious and would love to, hear your feedback as well, because my opinion's not the only opinion out there. So thanks so much for being here with me today. Until next time, take care of your skin and your soul. And I will see you next week.